Okay, so here it is. We've got all the shut-off valves. Well, not all of them. We still need 6 on this side. But I have all these here. And what will happen later is you'll have a pipe coming out here, going across and connecting all of them together, and then run that into up and down to deliver water to these trees, instead of just wasting it and getting this area to be all saturated all the time. We'll water the trees. Now these 2 little mangoes here, I need to find somewhere to put them, or somebody to give them away to or something. And there's Woon feeding the fish. Yeah, the fish are doing pretty good. They're, how big are they? How big are the fish? They're about like that. Yeah, they're pretty good size. So let me show you what we've done on this thing. And as you notice, this tank is down some. I pumped it into these tanks here, and I wanted, there's no filtering material, net, anything in there. It's just empty. I wanted to see if it was going to leak, because these things are not rendered all the way to the bottom. So you have this one and that one there. And that created a problem, because what's happening right now is the water is going through there, back behind, and leaking out the back. Here's the other problem. The other problem is that here, because they didn't quite understand what I was trying to tell them, I wanted these pipes coming out there to be above the floor level. So what they did is they put them below, and we had to put these blocks there to allow the water to come out. But now the same thing happens, and the water gets out the bottom and out the back. Yeah, see, you see this is the problem. And there's the problem. So the other thing is, because of that, it doesn't hold water. So right now I am waiting for them to come back. They said they would come back this weekend, and I think what we're gonna do is take this block out of here, make this level all the way across, take this here and bring the concrete level up, and then make some holes here at the level of, at the concrete level in here. Whatever level is here, put the pipe coming straight across here, and then you know, angle the pipe down so that the water can be to the bottom of the filter. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully they show up and we go from there. Okay, so like in the best of tradition, I'm filming after the fact. Okay, what we got here is the solution to a little problem. Once I set up these filters here, it will be very hard to bring the hose all the way across and this, that, and the other. So I put a faucet in between the 4 compartments. So I did 4 because there are 4 different tanks. Now what was happening before is, before I did this, I was using this hose and then running it through here, and then I would use it to clean out these filters here. The problem was that either I would run back and forth or I'd leave it running. If I run back and forth, I would do one filter, go back and forth and back and forth, or if I left it on, that was a lot of water. So I added this here. It's not done. I still have to put this reducer on here, and this is a 3/4 which fits very nicely inside this 1-inch hose. So now I can do this here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this hose long enough so it reaches to that end and at least to that hole right there. Then on the other side, you can see that blue faucet down there. I'm going to tap into that line and put through here. I'm going to put a faucet in there just like I did here, and that hose will reach to both sides and down the middle to this hole here. So that should cover it. I should have a hose to be able to take care of that, a hose to take care of this, a hose to take care of each of these compartments when I clean the filters, and that should do it. So hopefully, hopefully it works okay. Now if you notice, a lot of the things that I do is as I go along and I need to solve something, then I do it, and it works out better than having a solid plan, because this way, for example, these faucets, if I had put in faucets here and there, I might have had to cut them, move them, whatever. Now, for the first time I put them in, and they go where I need them. So, yep, there it is. Okay, so last night we filled these 4 compartments here to try it out, and it went very nicely. The first compartment filled, went into the second one, went into the third one, went into the fourth one. However, I had made this a little higher than the other 2 over here, and what happens is, because the water's being held back here, these compartments fill up higher. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and cut some little channels in there so the water level is the same as these over here, and then the water will go into that fourth and back into the tank. Now, the only problem we had was it leaked like a sieve. So we're going to make sure that the corners and edges and stuff are sealed up with some mortar cement, and we're actually going to get in there and check it out, fill whatever needs to be filled, and then we're going to use that flex shield on all these tanks. That flex shield works very nicely in these tanks. You know, like I said before, it's about $100 a bag, but it's worth it because it works. So we're going to let this dry, and we'll go buy some Flex Shield this weekend and do these tanks and see what happens. So hopefully we can keep this water from leaking. And you know, if it leaks from tank to tank, it's okay because the water's going in that direction anyway. The problem is leaking out the back, because the back is just open block. Because they did not put any mortar back there, the block face is just open, and you know, when they put the block together, they don't do a very good job at making sure that it's 100%. So yeah, that's some of those things are just leaking through there. And yesterday there was that whole back area back there was just 100% flooded. So yeah, so once we do the Flex Shield, we'll fill them up again, give it a whirl, and we're going to start out with this one. We have one 12,000 liter per hour pump. It's a 1.5 inch outlet. We'll connect it to that elbow there, and away it goes. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So anyway, I'll let you know when we do it. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย